What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Avatar: The Last Airbender standard video. And there's one question I get asked all the time in chat. People ask me, Ash, is Oculus dead? Whereas I think the deck has changed quite a bit because Frost Memory got banned, and it was a really important part of the strategy of the Jeskai Oculus deck list. I refuse to let Oculus die because it's one of my favorite decks, so this is my official attempt at reviving Oculus. And I think in order to revive the deck, we have to go back to its roots, which is Oculus as a blue-white tempo deck list, rather than like a looting deck that it used to be with the Frost Memory. So you may remember Oculus as like a deck that had Haughty Djinn and a Monastery Mentor, and I think we kind of gotta get back to that energy and put it in the new standard meta. So we're doing that exactly in this deck list. So we got the Abhorent Oculus, which is a 3-mana 5/5 and as an additional cost to cast a spell, you exile 6 cards from your graveyard with flying. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you get the Manifest Dread. So the way for us to get around the slower start that it may give, because you have to exile 6 cards, you want to either mill or discard Oculus and then bring it back to the battlefield with Helping Hand. 1 mana sorcery and return target creature card manifested 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then, kind of like exactly what we did in the original version of Oculus, you play the threat out and you protect it with like counter magic, which is where we have cards like Idle Quencha in play, or we have a little bit of protection in the form of like Octopus Form. And what you can see in here already is that I'm playing Lessons. Lessons also gives me access to Gran, which is a 1-mana 1/2 legendary creature, and Gran becomes tapped to draw a card and discard a card, which is great to fill up the graveyard, discard the Oculus, and also get closer to finding the Oculus. Non-creature spells cost 1 less to cast as long as there are 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard. So while we're already working with these like mill effects, like Picklock Prankster, which mills 4 cards with the Free to Fey like instant, and things like Abandoned Attachments, which is the replacement for something like Shard of Course, you may discard a card if you do draw 2 cards. So all ways for us to like fill up the graveyard, and before we know it, we have the Gran discount. But of course, playing Lessons is really worth it to give yourself access to Accumulate Wisdom. 2 mana instant lesson. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of those into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Put each of those cards into your hand instead if there are 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard. So Accumulate Wisdom is just fantastic and really fits nicely into a tempo deck that we're trying to get to. But of course, just Oculus isn't enough to make the deck powerful, so we need to have another card that we could also bring back from the graveyard to the battlefield, or like, you know, another powerful threat that we can protect. This is where Benevolent River Spirit is just awesome. This is a 2-mana 4/5 spirit from Avatar. As additional cost to cast a spell, you have to waterman 5. You get a creature with flying and ward 2, and when it enters, you get the scry 2. So this makes another fantastic card to bring back so that we don't have to pay the additional cost. There's also a really cool interaction, of course, with if you manifest Dread and it's the Benevolent River Spirit, you can turn it face up for 2 mana. However, I will say that interaction is broken on Arena. Arena wants you to waterman 5 as an additional cost when you turn the Benevolent River Spirit face up, which makes no sense at all. It's a really weird bug, and I've already told Wizard of the Coast, please fix this, and I don't think they've done that yet, or they've noticed it yet. So be mindful of that as you're playing a deck that's kind of broken at the moment, unfortunately. But still, I'm still playing the deck list and still did good despite all of that. Another new card that fits really nice in here is Agna Kala. This is a land, one of the new ones from Avatar as well, that enters tapped unless you control a basic land. For 3 in a tap, you can draw a card and discard a card. So that looting effect is just nice. Find the Oculus or like discard the Oculus and enable your Helping Hands. Now, whereas I think in standard there isn't a whole lot of graveyard hate anymore because a lot of people are just focused on like the Badger Mole and it is at looting deck list, we do still have to be prepared for the graveyard hate, and that's where we're already playing like 4 copies of Seam Rip in the main, which is good against the meta, but also can pick up like a Rest in Peace or a Ghost Vacuum. So there's definitely a lot of resilience there against like graveyard hate, which we absolutely need because we're kind of going all in onto like the Reanimator game plan. But overall, I think this was a really solid attempt at reanimating Oculus. I was pretty proud of where we got to, and if you are an Oculus enjoyer like I am, you are hopefully happy to see this video. So doing that for you guys, let's get into the gameplay so you can see how it played for yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, so I think we have a cool deck to try and revive Oculus, but the difficulty is kind of like one of the crucial interactions in the deck doesn't work, but it's still worth trying, I guess, till they fix the bug. There's like a weird bug with turning the Benevolent River Spirit face up, and that's not really cute. I think Cookies could probably try to use the Waterbending Ascension, maybe. Yeah, the Benevolent River Spirit is bugged. If you manifest into a creature with Waterbending, you have to pay Waterbending to turn it face up, which is obviously just not correct, you know, like That makes no fucking sense. But that's what Arena wants you to do, so... Yeah, it's pretty shitty. I wonder if it just like... We're just trying to figure out now if that like kills the deck or if we're still like okay. One way to find out. So many bugs. Yeah, I guess I just didn't program it in. But I mean, like it kind of like only matters when Oculus is trying to when Oculus like manifests the benevolent river spirit. So okay, I just need to find a way to discard Oculus. We need like I mean, I have Agnakala here. I guess I'm just gonna try to be positive. Or I have to find something like abandoned attachments. We have Big Look Prankster to mill. Grand to discard. That's really what we're working with. Not the first waterbending bug. Yeah. I'm gonna destroy Druneth. Hopefully. May fail. That means that it's a lesson card. It's a... yeah, a little, like, symbol for it, I guess. We gotta play a bop. Play this. Oh, Gran, you're so late. Okay. Gran is like about like 30 hours too late, but it's alright. Whatever, Gran. Whatever. We'll still get value out of it by having like discounted spells. Hoping my good friend Oculus can help me out here though. Help me out, buddy. Get a ward. Gran, and then I could hold up like it'll quench ya. Okay. So yeah, we found out about the bug when Oculus like manifested into a Ripper Spirit and we couldn't turn a face up. Which is not the greatest thing. It's not the best. It's not the best. Small indie. Very small, very indie, you know? Very small. Very small, very indie. Alright, let's try this out for now. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of like... it's kind of awkward because it is a really, really solid interaction in the deck, but I also find it kind of strange they did not test something like the Benevolent River Spirit in combination with, like, Manifesting Dread, or I guess you also have the... what is the MKM mechanic? The... you know, where you can also turn something face up. It's kind of odd because, like, yeah, cloaking, because you'd imagine that that's probably your best bet for the Benevolent River Spirit. You feel like it would be quite an obvious interaction, but I guess they didn't do it. I guess they didn't do it. Is it bugged with airbending as well? I don't know. Zoetic Glyph can't cast her either? Crazy stuff happening there. Yeah. I mean, the thing, like, any card that says, as you cast a spell, pay the additional cost, you have to pay an additional cost, works with Manifest Dread. Like, obviously, Oculus is a perfect example, right? Like, Oculus can turn an Oculus face up. So, they just had to program it with waterbending, I guess, but they just must have forgotten about it. I don't know about the other cards. I don't know if it's specifically with turning it face up through Manifesting Dread, or if like cheating it out in any other way also makes it makes you want to have waterbending. I'm not sure exactly how the interaction is broken, but maybe somebody in the chat is bored enough to find out. Let me know if you have any updates. Let me know if you got any insight on it. Opponent, please don't dip. I want to play this game out, please. Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful. Okay, I'm going to Sparky. Alright, good luck. Let me know, let me know. You can waterbend Oculus? No, that's not the thing. You can't turn up the Benevolent River Spirit after you manifest it with Dread, because it wants you to waterbend 5 on top of it. The River Spirit has an additional cost to cast a spell, and you have to somehow pay the additional cost to turn it face up, which makes no fucking sense. Like, in order to turn something face up, you just have to pay the mana cost. The mana cost of the card is 2. So, yeah, it's just a broken interaction, I guess. It's just a bit of a broken interaction, yeah. Not in the exploitable way, but in the shit. This is pretty important type of way. Yeah, Kona puts it on the battlefield. So you're basically looking for anything that... I think it's like Dread and Cloak. Yeah, exactly. You can't flip it up. Yes. Exactly, exactly. So when this deck loses a bunch, you could just be like, oh man, imagine if it wasn't broken. Man, tier 0 for real. Tier 0 for real if it functioned the way it did. Like, copium. It would have been hard tier 0 for sure. Yup. And Discover, apparently Zoetic can't play her either. Okay, that's kind of fucked up. Discover broken, turning its face up, broken. They probably did not test this River Spirit at all, which is kind of goofy as fuck, but okay. Like, yeah, I would like to have a 2-mana 4/5 flyer with War 2 and Scry 2. The fuck? Like, why do they think standard players wouldn't want to brew with that? What's wrong with you? Of course we do. Yeah, it doesn't work with Discover because you gotta cast it, I guess. But anything that tries to go around, like, casting additional cost, that's where it's broken, I think. Either way. I can discard Oculus on their turn and bring it out. This specific card or everything with waterbending? Well, I think it's the only card that has waterbending as an additional cost, right? So... in their playtest, who's known as insane enough to run this card in a non-draft format, no further testing needed. Yeah, and then we're the insane bitches. It's us doing the insanity, the insane shit. Whatever, I take pride in that, you know? I take pride in it. We're doing something so creative that the Arena team couldn't even think of. That's kind of cool, no? That's kind of cool, I think. Because the copy loses the mana value. As well, I believe. So it's like, the copy can only hit something at CMC 0. If you're copying a Mockingbird. It's very weird. It's a strange interaction, but yeah, you can copy... The only thing you can copy with your Mockingbird copy is an animated land. You should spend 0 mana on it. Yeah, no, it's not the CMC exactly. It's what chat says. Like, you spend 0 mana on that bird, and the bird specifically looks at mana spent. I forgot the wording of it. Sometimes this game, man, like... Why is it so fucking unreasonably complicated? But yes. So the way that Mockingbird is worded... mana spent to cast a spell, I believe. So if you spend 0 mana, you're not copying shit. Easy peasy. It's easy. Here, let me see. Card Mockingbird. That's it. Let me quench him. This is like a spell pierce that they're holding. I don't really care too much. Try abandon attachments. See if I can discard the other one. Whee! Oh, it's Gran. Hey, Diva. I'm gonna hit the dragon sniper here. Could also be protection, this, though. Like a snakeskin veil, maybe? Holy shit. Secret identity. Hexproof vigilance reach. Period. And I got Gran. I'm chilling. Oh yeah, whenever it... Kinda like dumb, but whatever. Yeah, so a Mockingbird a copy of a Mockingbird can hit tokens. So if your opponent would have like a big 6/6 demon in play, you could copy that. But you realistically, when you're copying Mockingbird with Drunith, you're copying like just an animated land or like an earthbended land or something. All right, we got to win here. The opponent wasn't really doing much, but we got to win. I'll take it. All right, we're trying it again. Gran. Hey, Diva. Hey, Gran. How are you? Hope you good. Hey, Gran. I'm gonna put her in play. I think I have one archive in a deck. It's already fucking me up, so I'm probably just gonna take it out. Because I could have gotten the River Spirit here, but... I mean, I guess I technically still can if I... That's not the land I want to be at regardless. Is it more control? The Mardu list. We lost with it, but I had some bad RNG as well, and I just quit. Gave up. Alright, River Spirits. I do not mind having a land on top. The ward cost gotta save me, surely. Yeah. Sad to be queuing into another control player though, but I don't know. I did board in more stuff for control, so we'll see how that plays out. Okay, but you can't even pay for the ward cost though. What's that about? Gran and River Spirit deserve special art, period. Surely we're not in like an Oculus mirror or something. But I have a feeling we may be. Sussy. Okay, the River Spirit really is cooking here though. Get him. I can always... So how does this airbending still work with the River Spirit, or y'all think that's broken too? Could be. Like if I protect my River Spirit through airbending, am I still wrecked? I think there's a chance. There's like a pretty good spell to pick up here when they're stuck. Does it work properly? Okay, so then when we... So let's see. So your creatures and artifacts can help you pay a waterbend cost. So whenever something gets hit by airbending, if a card's the owner may cast it from exile, paying 2 rather than its mana cost. So then it's just like waterbending 5 that we have to pay on it. Okay, anyway, we won that one. I think opponent was also doing some like tempo shenanigans. Looks like it at least. Looks like tempo. Feels like tempo. Probably is tempo. Guess I'm gonna go in with the Voice of Victories. Yeah, the war 2 with the clutch. We love to see it. Loves it. I don't really know, like, opponent kind of has Brewer's Advantage. I'm not really sure what to do. I think they're like a tempo deck, I think. I think they're tempo? Time will tell. Crabs or serpents. Those are also still vulnerable to graveyard hate though. Oculusy back. I'm trying to revive the Oculusy. I'm making an effort to revive my goat. My goat. But I think this is a tempo mirror. Immediate rest in peace on turn 2. Again! Like, I'm so fucking tired. Like, can you guys all just fuck off at your rips? Like, seriously. Damn, can a girl breathe? Holy shit. Can a girl breathe, man? I have like, what, 4 seam rips in here, though, so we have really good chances of just getting rid of that. The timing on that, okay. Period. How's it going? Seam rip to seam rip, yeah. If Why is there a rest in peace in every game now? Is there a reanimator meta? Not really. Not really. I've seen the mirror decks that aren't even playing any graveyard hate at all anymore, so it's really just Cavero. The rest is nothing, but yet, like, look at this shit. Another rip. Like, I think a lot of people still haven't, like, changed their decks yet, and we just kind of suffer under it, though. It sucks. It sucks. We just kind of suffer under the fact that people are still playing for rest in pieces. Which really, like, really shouldn't be that way, but... whatever. I don't know anymore, honestly. I don't know. Is that Lessons? I don't think you'd want to be playing Rip against Is that Lessons like that, though. By the time they're buying back things with Stormchaser Stallion, you've probably lost already. They fixed the spirit. Not that we know of. Wow. Good timing, boys. Good timing. Yeah, I mean, the answer is as simple as me finding, like, one of my now 3 Seam Rips that are left in the deck. So, I don't know where those are at, but this Voice of Victory is still pulling its weight, so that counts for something. It's still pulling its weight. Even Interrupter. Silly. Sure. I mean, I want to believe in the fact that I could get rid of the Seam Rip at some point, but... time will tell. Could also just hardcast a River Spirit here. I mean, I don't know if my Quench does anything for me at all. I'll just go with the River Spirit, why not? Hey girl. I don't know. I don't know, Eater's opponents, like... I mean, it is what it is. We still won with the Voices Victories because they were playing the Flash deck, so that's at least good. Like, at least that's good, but yeah. I wasn't expecting this much graveyard hate, I will say. I wasn't expecting this much graveyard hate. Oh, it's the bugged sleeves, my favorite. Okay, okay. This is a turn 3 Oculus. This is what I'm talking about. Even though it's unfortunate the return Triumphant reanimating, not the helping hand, but we'll see where we end up. What's the 2 CMC plans for removal on white? Back in the day... You mean like back in the day? Wasn't that like Fateful Absence? I think somebody was talking about that. Like the previous meta had like Fateful Absence. Yeah. Or is it Badger? It's Druneth. Am I okay with letting Druneth live? If it means I get Oculus, I think so. Yeah, was it Fateful? See a Badger in my future. I'm nervous. Oh my god, the helping hand clutch as fuck here. Let's go! We needed this. Yay! A little bit of luck. A little bit of luck. Thank you. Thank you. So I don't have to get wrecked by a fucking Aerobroid if it pops up. Let's go. See, this chat is fucked. I could have turned that River Spirit face up. If Wizards of the game... If Wizards, like, fixes their fucking game, River Spirit can be turned up for 2 mana here. But it can't, because they suck. Oh, now they have 2 Badgers. Okay, well, I guess I'm screwed forever then. GG. I guess I'm screwed forever. I could have blocked Druneth by turning the River Spirit face up. That sucks. Remember me, guys. Remember me. Fix ASAP. I don't know. Okay, my quench doesn't even work. God damn it. Can't have shit in this household. Anyway, yeah, like, you should be able to turn his face up, right? I have double blue available. But I just... like, I can't do it. Like, you see right here, like, I can't do it. Which is obviously so fucking dumb, because I'm not casting it. I'm just turning it face up for its mana value. It doesn't work. No, it's broken. So yeah, that's the difficulty right now, is that interaction doesn't work, so... Yep. It's broken. Yay, we'll see. Yay. Can you report a bug? I mean, I made a tweet about it, because I'm not going to go through all the motions, the impossible motions of reporting a bug on MTG Arena, but... yeah. Anyway, they had the most cracked opening hand they could possibly wish for, and, yeah, with double Badger Mole, there was not much I could do at all. I needed my Seam Rips. Didn't find him, though. Didn't find him, though. May need more split-ups or something, I guess, in the future. Yeah, I have like 4 Seam Rips, 2 Get Lost, I have like Counter Magic and Airbender's Reversal, and then I have split-ups as well. That is all like interaction for me, so I hope it gets there. Yeah, no, I just made a tweet about it, letting them know that like it was bugged, and whether or not they do something with it, time will tell. May take a long time though. May take a long time. Yeah, it's a pretty, like, crucial interaction, right? Because it would be so good to, like, go around the additional cost, but... Nar. Okay, I want to find white mana. Can I succeed? I'll take a gamble on Gran. In your opinion, is Standard too powerful? Well, Standard has always been powerful. So, you know, if we're looking back on the past, like, 10 years, Standard has always been powerful. It's been a very long time since it was people, like, hardcasting Galtas, you know? You get reminded of the days of, I don't know, Wilderness Reclamation, fucking, Luca Agents, what else was out there? Extra turns. Like, Standard has not been fair for a long time. It's just like, now you have a bunch of decks that are not fair. So that's kind of the difference, I guess. Siege Rhino, yeah, we're very far past the Siege Rhino days. But, I don't know, I think it's Standard's in a pretty good spot. I quite enjoy, so... Yeah, get fucking lost, Badger Mole. Get lost, buddy. You call the olden days Standard BO before Oko. Yeah, like, I guess everything changed when, you know... Not necessarily Fire Nation attacked, but when Wilty adopt Fire, like... The Fire, design philosophy. That's when everything changed. Yeah, everything changed when they adopted Fire design. That was kind of... Oops. Yeah, 2018 was Nexus of Faith. That's when I started playing. Hehe, so blessed. Man, I really want to reanimate this Oculus. I do think that the Quench is still relevant against the Roboroids though, so... Gotta try, dude. I gotta try. Whites. Okay, let's get this bread, dude. Let's get this bread. Oculus! Get me out of here! The goat! Yes, I will swing with Gran Gran. You deserve it. Like one of the last times I remember like standard being fair was like maybe, I don't know, like Golgari Explorer versus like mono red. What the hell was that big enchantment called? The one that played everything from the top. Runaway Steamkin, yeah. Maybe that was the last time shit was fair. Frenzy. Yeah. Ever since that, there have been so many like crazy combos printed and a gazillion times. Okay, opponent's going wide. Okay, I guess I need to split up and I need it now. Oh, L Libby in the chat? Hey. Okay, accumulate wisdom is a vibe. I spent one mana on that, but I don't, not yet. Okay, can I just get a... Oh, damn it. I need split up. Okay. Kinda yikes. I don't want to die. But I also keep not really in a position to use, like, seam rips because, you know, there's only, like, fucking 4 rabbits. Infinite rabbit army. Oh, how, like, I'm like, how the fuck is it still copying things? I guess because the second Druneth. Easy peasy. We got this though. We got this. We got this. We got this, you guys. It's easy. Split up is actually pretty shit right now though if they get the pollinators to work with, but... Your irritation is the airbend combo deck. Yeah, I played against it once. It was pretty fucking annoying, but... If you airbend your river spirit, you still have to pay the additional cost? I think so, because airbending is like, you're still casting it, right? Or like, airbending is worded in a way that I think you still have to pay. So then you still have to do the, like, the additional cost. Dude, I'm never getting this quench value. Smoked. We have more eyeballs in here? Yes, we do. Eyeball army! Yes, hey guys, what's up? Hey. It's vibes. It's vibes. Good luck getting out of that. Simic. Adolescence fitting into Oculus. We're playing Gran for additional discarding. Gran for additional discarding, you know, to quench is just kind of like tempo strategy, and like ancestral wisdom, or I guess accumulate wisdom. It's just very powerful as a card in general, so... Yeah, it's just like, that's just one of those cards, like if you're playing a tempo deck and you can kind of run lessons, then like why the hell shouldn't you try? So, you know, you have cards like instead of playing something like Charter Course, we're playing Abandoned Attachments. Similar enough, you know, similar enough, yet it's a lesson. Instead of playing a Phantom Interference or Nomoralize, we're playing Edelquentia. Like, slightly worse, but the fact that it makes Accumulate Wisdom work, I think makes it worth it. So that's the idea behind it. You know, we're trying. The craziest bitch on the planet trying to revive Oculus. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. Draw 3 is kind of bonkers. Yeah, and if you have Gran in play, you're literally casting Ancestral Wisdom because Gran makes it 1 mana. Then you're literally looking at a 1-mana draw 3. Respect that you're an Oculus believer. Yeah, I'm doing it for us, you know? I'm doing it for us. But, not you salt roping. There's no way you're salt roping right now, bro. Please. Like, there is no way you're salt roping. That's crazy. When you're playing that Simic deck, as a Simic enjoyer, you're not in a position to salt rope. Like, you really aren't. Like, I'm sorry. It's just not the way it works. I don't think the Quenches is gonna be really good on the draw, though. If you're... is not allowed. Yeah. And again, I mean, like, maybe they just had bad internet connection. I don't know. Doesn't have to be salt rope. I'm not getting emoted just yet. Okay. Maybe they're just chilling. I don't hate it, but is it good enough? Like, I would really like to find seam rips or split ups, and ideally seam rips and split ups. So maybe it works out. Oh, I'm feeling sus about it. I'm feeling sus about it. I feel like I may regret this. Draw split up. See, that's my plan exactly. I'm simply going to draw it. Yeah, like sometimes I'm just so traumatized by having 0 landers and like fucking 5 landers, and I'm so desperate to keep a 7 like card hand sometimes that I still keep bad hands. Like, I don't think if I were to play in a tournament right now, I don't think I would have ever kept this hand, because I think it's just crucial to have an answer for the Badger Mole. But, call me stupid, I guess. I'm just a girl that wants to, maybe for once, have 7 cards in her hand. Maybe for once. I'm getting punished immediately, I mean... yeah. The severest punishment on the draw, turn 1 Ladder Elves and a turn 2 Badger Mole, and I got nothing to show for it. So, basically the worst outcome, I would say. Yeah, I did it to myself. Like, I just should have hard mold to like a seam rip. So every time people really hate the Simic deck, huh? I think it's kind of cool, but yeah, I think I'm in a minority there. Is it cool to die on turn 3, though? Well, obviously, my biggest fucking stupid thing that I did is the fact that I, didn't have removal, so... Gosh, if I could find some mana, dude. I need white now. Did the River Spirit Brook also break Oculus itself? No. Shit, dude. want to take 7. Kind of need him to just like try and cast a 3-drop or something so I can counter it and then split up the board. More months we get Hallowed Fountain. Yay! Yay! Yippee! Can't wait. Can't wait. Yippee. I mean, I could play less basic lands, but I was trying to like enable Agnikala, but I'm gonna make some changes to the mana base in a second here. But yippee! Hallowed Fountain. Yippee! I mean, I don't know why I'm like happy about that because I hate control decks and they also benefit, but for the sake of Oculus. Okay, this is probably like the best outcome here. We counter that. We hit the board. We're in this. Okay, now I just have to make sure that I know that untapped is actually untapped and tapped actually means tapped. Okay. Killing it. You hate overspending. Killing it. Okay, we did it though. Like, hey, did we not just beat Simic with this Oculus deck? Like, did we not just do it? I mean, chat, wait a minute.